Hi, welcome. My name's Shannon, and today we're going to be doing chair yoga. So it is helpful if you have a chair that is something firm, and perhaps something with a straight back would be best. We're really not going to be using the back, so it doesn't matter too much, but something like a dining room chair or a desk chair is a good option. You also want to make sure that the hips are at least level with the knees. You don't want the knees to be higher than the hips, so just keep that in mind when choosing your chair. And go ahead and take a seat. If you're ready, we'll go ahead and begin. So we usually begin each yoga session with just a little bit of coming inward, a little bit of meditation at the beginning and setting an intention. So we're going to go ahead and just bring the eyes to a close. Tune into your body, sitting up nice and tall, allowing the feet to ground down to the floor, feeling safe and stable. Allow the awareness to flow through the body, tuning in, checking in. How do you feel in this moment? And then we're going to begin to release any tension that you may be feeling or sensing in the body. So begin with the crown of the head. Allow that to begin to melt away any tension. Allow the face to begin to soften. Then perhaps visualize a loved one standing behind you, placing their warm, gentle hands upon the shoulders, just allowing the shoulders to relax and settle. Then you can begin to release the arms, allowing the hands to rest comfortably in the lap. And then allow the spine to lengthen, gently lifting upward, and soften through the upper back and the chest, the lower back and the abdomen. Then bring the awareness to the pelvis. Notice the support of the chair beneath you. Allow the hips to begin to melt. Then soften both legs from the hips all the way down to the tips of the toes. Then you can begin to deepen the breath, drawing the breath in and out of the nose ideally, coming into what we call the yogic three-part breath. So as you inhale, you'll be pulling the air all the way down to the abdomen, allowing the abdomen to fill. Then continue filling all the way up the torso till you come up to the clavicles and shoulders. Then as you exhale, the clavicles will release. The rib cage draws in and the belly will contract. This is a very deep, slow way of breathing, and it allows our nervous systems to settle. So we want to do this for about 2 or 3 full rounds of breath. Inhaling, abdomen swells, then rib cage all the way up. And as you exhale, clavicles drop, rib cage pulls in, and belly contracts. Taking one more deep breath in that way. Then you can allow your breathing to return to a natural state, just a more even pace of breath. And then take a moment to set your intention for today's practice. This can either be a word or a phrase, something that speaks to you on a personal level. Choose something simple, a single word, or it can be complex. Just know that you want it to resonate within your heart. And state your intention clearly in your own mind and heart before gently releasing it. We will return a few times to our intention throughout the practice. So now we're ready to begin. Go ahead and once more ground through the soles of the feet to the floor. If the feet do not reach the floor comfortably, you can always place a blanket underneath the feet so you feel more secure and stable. And then we're going to, again, lift tall through the spine. Keep the shoulders down, so we're not drawing up, we're just staying nice and relaxed, shoulders pulled back and down. We're going to take a deep breath in, lengthen through the spine, and then exhale, allow the head to drop forward, bringing the chin as close to the chest as you can. Continue to breathe. It is very important in yoga to always return to the breath and to use the breath to help us deepen each and every posture. Then we're going to slowly lift the head back upright, taking a nice easy twist with the neck. We're going to bring the gaze over the right shoulder. Slowly breathing still, allow the breath to hold you in the pose. Perhaps deepening by drawing the gaze back just a little further. And then we're going to slowly return the head back to center and coming to the other side. Gaze now coming over the left shoulder. Breathe. And then gentle release back to center. Now we're going to drop the head forward once more and begin to circle the head. So taking a nice, easy, slow circle, allowing the head to roll all the way around. Be sure that you continue to breathe evenly, slowly, and feel this movement in your body. Are there places of tension? Perhaps you wish to pause for a moment, really breathing into that space, and then continue on. Know that it's okay if you notice a crackling sound in the neck. That's perfectly natural. We're going to pause and then reverse direction. Just listening to your body. How is it feeling in this moment? Allowing your full awareness to be here, present within your body and your breath. And the next time that your chin comes down to your chest, just pause there for a moment and then gently lift upright. Now we're going to come into a couple of shoulder shrugs. So inhale, we'll draw the shoulders high to the ears, contracting the muscles. And then exhale, slide the shoulders down away from the ears. So inhaling, lifting, tightening, and exhale, release. We'll do one more. Inhale, lift, and exhale, release, let it go. Now we're going to roll the shoulders. So you can go in either direction to begin with. We're going to roll the shoulders in a nice big circle, just nice slow movement here. The hands can either stay at the lap or you can allow the arms to drape down by the sides, whatever feels best for you. And then we're going to pause and reverse direction. So now pulling in the opposite way, noticing the chest and the upper back, how that's feeling, how we're warming up here. And then allowing the shoulders to settle down. Now we're going to draw both hands out in front of us, palms touching. Inhale, open the arms as wide as you can. Send the heart forward, the gaze can lift. And then exhale, pull the hands back together, tuck the chin and reach the fingertips forward. Inhaling, big deep breaths here, opening up. And exhale, drawing the hands back together, reach it forward, chin tucks down. Then we're going to sit upright, bring the hands to the knees, keep the arms as straight as possible. We're going to inhale, pull the belly forward, pull the shoulders back and the chin lifts. Then as we exhale, you're going to round the spine, tuck the chin down, tuck the tailbone under, draw the navel back. Then inhale, opening up through the heart center, rocking the pelvis forward and lifting the gaze. Exhale, round the spine, navel draws back, really curl it in. One more. Inhale, lifting, rocking forward, opening. Exhale, round it out. Then we're going to come back up to a neutral spine. Take the right arm, reach it forward. We're going to go ahead and grab it with either the left hand or you can hook it with the left arm. We're going to pull it across the chest. Keep the right arm as straight as possible. You should feel a sensation of stretching in the outer shoulder region. So hug it in, keep breathing. Make sure both shoulders are still relaxed down. And then we're going to bend the right arm, send the hand back behind the left shoulder. Press into the elbow to just give it a little deeper stretch. And then we're going to extend the right arm high to the sky, lifting long through the spine. Then allow the right hand to fall down behind the neck if you can. The left hand can either stay on the elbow, or if you need a little more support, you can bring it down to press up. Whatever's most comfortable for you. It's very important that you listen to yourself during all of these poses. If we ever do anything that doesn't feel right for you, simply back out of the posture. And then we're going to slow release of both arms down by the sides. You can roll the shoulders out. And then coming to the other side. So left arm will reach forward, take hold of it with the right hand or arm, pull it across the chest, hug it in. Keep dropping the shoulder down. Feel the sensation of stretching and stay present with it. Breathe your way through it. Then we're going to bend the elbow, send the hand back behind the right shoulder. Continue breathing. And then lifting the left arm straight up into the air and allow the hand to drop down. We're stretching all through the outer edge of the tricep here. Keep the spine lifted, keep drawing the abdomen in to keep you stable through the core. And breathe. And then gentle release. Arms come out and down and roll it out. Then we're going to scoot forward on the chair just so you have freedom of movement. We're coming into a spinal twist. So you're going to take the right hand to the outside of the left knee, reach the left arm around behind you. You can either lightly rest it on the chair behind you, or you can grab a hold of the chair back, or you can come all the way around and grab the opposite side of the chair. It's however your flexibility is. The important thing is to keep the spine lifted straight up out of the chair. So you want to feel long through the spine, the crown of the head staying tall. So right hand to left knee, left arm reaches around to lightly rest or grab hold. Inhale, lift tall through the spine, and then exhale, twist. We're keeping the spine straight up. We're just rotating on the axis of the spine. So the gaze draws back behind the left shoulder. Keep breathing, allowing you to deepen the posture just slightly. And then slow, easy release back to center, shifting sides, left hand to right knee, Right arm behind. Inhale, lift tall through the spine. Exhale, twist it out. Just sensing the wringing out of the spine, breathing through it, deepening it as you can. And then slow release back to center. Now scooting forward just a little bit more. You want to come to the edge of the chair. And we're going to reach the right leg straight out and down. Heel rests on the floor. And we're going to take the hands to either the left thigh, or you can keep one hand on each thigh, whatever's best for you. We're going to inhale again, lengthen through the spine, and exhale, keep a flat back and begin to lean forward. You should feel a stretching sensation along the back side of that right leg. So keep breathing, keep staying present with it, and notice if you can come a little bit deeper. Each out breath should allow a little more release. If not, that's okay. Listen to your own bodies. And then we're going to drop the toes down towards the floor on the right foot, just to give you a little front side stretch here along the ankle. And then just simply slowly press back upright to seated. Then we're going to shift legs. So left leg reaches out and down. Hands are on the right knee. Inhale, lift tall through the spine, shoulders back and down, and exhale, lean it forward. Keep breathing, letting the body adjust to the stretch. Breathe. And then drop the toes to the floor, taking a little front side stretch now. Keep breathing. Keep the spine nice and long, as flat as possible through the back. And then slow press back upright. Wonderful. Now we're going to come into a little hip stretch. So taking the right ankle to the left knee. This may be enough for you, especially if the hips are tight. So you may just want to sit here like this, breathing steadily. If you wish to add on, you can take a gentle press down on the right knee with the right hand, opening that hip up a little bit more. And then if you wish to add on even more, you can lift the left heel off of the floor. This will intensify the stretch in the right hip. And then if you really want to add on, you can take a deep breath in, lengthen through the spine, and then exhale, lean forward. The further you bring your chest towards your shin, the deeper you'll feel the stretch. Just stay present with it, keep breathing, keep honoring your own body by giving it your full awareness and attention. Breathe. And then we're going to just slowly rise, release the heel, and gently come out of that pose. Now coming to the other side, left ankle to right knee. Gentle press down into the left knee, breathe. Adding on, you're gonna raise the right heel off of the floor. Then take a deep breath in if you're adding on more, then folding forward as you exhale. Keeping the left foot flexed, that will also help to deepen the stretch. Keep breathing and falling a little deeper into the posture. And then slow release, coming back up and coming out of it. The next pose we're going to do is going to be strengthening through the upper legs. So let me give you a hint. The further forward you are on your chair, the more difficult this will be, because we're going to be lifting the leg and suspending it in the air. So the further forward you are, you're actually lifting the entire weight of the leg. If you're still building strength, which is wonderful, we're going to shift the weight back a little bit. That will give you a little more support. So you choose where you wish to be on the chair. Then the hands can come to the waist, or if you feel you need a little more support, you can grab a hold of the chair. It's perfectly fine. So the important thing in this posture is to keep the navel drawn in, keep the spine lifted. You don't want to cave back when you're lifting the leg. Don't fall back into the chair. You want to keep the spine up, lifted up. It will make it harder, so that's why you want to gauge where you want to be on the chair. So wherever you are, find your position. Hands can come to the waist or the chair. And we're just going to lift the right leg out in front of us. Then engage the leg by holding it up. And keep breathing. You should begin to feel a tightening or warming sensation in the thigh, maybe even shaking. That's perfectly fine. We're building the muscle here. And then gentle release. Then left side, left leg comes forward. We're just engaging, lifting, keep lifting through the spine, navel's drawn in. Breathe. And then release. Now to the right leg again, reaching it forward. This time we're going to add on some toe points. So we're going to go halfway, then point, half, flex, halfway, point, ball, flex, halfway, point, ball, flex, and release. Then to the left side, lifting, keep the spine tall, halfway, point, ball, flex, halfway, point, ball, flex, one more, halfway, point, ball, flex, and release. Beautiful. So our next one, you're going to want to scoot back on the chair a little ways. We're coming into a groin stretch, opening up through the hips and the pelvis. This is a forward fold. So you may wish to have a yoga block or even a pillow or a book at home if you need that to support you when we fold down if the hands don't reach the ground. So we begin by opening up nice and wide. You want to make sure that the knees are directly above the ankles, and we're going to take our hands on the knees at first. Inhale again, lengthen tall through the spine, and then as you exhale, begin to fold forward, keeping a flat back. You should feel an opening in the pelvis, the groin, and then we're going to just drop the hands down to the floor. So allow the head to remain loose. The arms can be straight here at first. And we're going to just walk the hands over to the inside of the right foot, creating a little deeper compression in the right hip. You can use the left hand to gently keep the left knee open. So this will create an opening sensation in the left hip joint, a compression in the right hip joint. Just breathe your way through it. And then we'll release, walk the hands all the way through center, coming over now to the left side. So left hand rests down, right hand, gentle press. Keep breathing. Anytime we're compressing in joints, it helps to stimulate growth, renewal. So breathing through this. And then we're going to release, bring the hands back to the center, and we're coming into a full forward fold here. So we're going to drop the top of the head down towards the floor. The hands can walk back in line with the heels. The top of the head keeps folding down. You can shake your head yes and no, just to loosen up through the neck. Keep breathing. So now slowly we're going to begin to come back upright. You can bring your hands up to your knees and just slowly roll all the way back up. Take a moment, you can step the legs back together and just sit here for a moment, allowing the blood flow to rush away from the brain. And just allow yourself to be. And then we'll come into our final resting pose. Traditionally in yoga, we come into what is called Shavasana or corpse pose at the end. Since we are doing chair yoga today, we are going to remain seated. You can scoot back if you wish to become a little more comfortable and grounded in the chair. And we're just going to take a few moments of rest. The hands can either be face down on the lap for more grounded feeling, or you can turn and allow the hands to open up to the sky, more receptive. And go ahead and bring the eyes to a close. And once more, just scan the awareness down through the body, noticing how you're feeling now after we've just moved the body some, becoming more flexible, improving our mobility, our strength. Just allow the body to settle and the breathing to settle. And you can stay here for as long as you wish. For those of you that can take the time, a good proper Shavasana is about 10 minutes long. But for the purpose of this video, we're going to now bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. Connect with your body, with your breath, with your inner self. And it is my wish that these words ring true for you. I am balanced. I am aligned. I am whole. I am one with the earth. I am one with the sky, and I am truly one with all that is. Now you may gather hands at heart center to seal our practice today. The divine light in me recognizes, honors, and loves the divine light in each and every one of you. Therefore I say, Namaste.